Hello and welcome to the Musical Instrument Investigator. Today we're on the website of Heritage Auctions based in the US. So we're going to have a look at a couple of their latest auctions, which are guitars and guitar related items. It's actually two auctions together here. Well, I've just bundled them together. There's one auction on the 8th of December, which is guitars and musical instruments. Then there's also another auction on the 8th of December, but finishing a bit later in the day, which is kind of guitars and memorabilia, but that's to do with the Eric Clapton Crossroads charity, so we'll see those at the end. So there's 260 lots in total. 195 of those are the first auction, and then the other 65 are the other auction, so it should be quite an interesting one to look at. So buyer's premium for this auction is 25%. Once you go over $300,000, I think that bit afterwards goes down to 20%, but the first 300,000 is at a 25% buyer's premium. But you can see all the calculations when we have a look at the auction. This is a US based auction, so bear that in mind if you're bidding from overseas. CITES restrictions, import, export, shipping, etc, etc. Just to say, if you do enjoy these videos, please consider subscribing, liking or comment, because it really does help quite a lot. Both of these auctions finishing on the 8th of December, and I'll put the link to them in the description of this video. So yeah, without further ado, let's have a look and see what we have. We won't look at everything, but anything curious we shall have a look. So first of all, let's just have a look at this 1933 Gibson L4 Sunburst there. Current bid $1,200. They give you a bit of specs here as well, just in case you were kind of interested. We've got a Martin D28 there, current bid on 10 for that. Let's have a quick look at this, and it tells you here with buyer's premium $12,500, so 1947 D28. You have a bit more CITES restrictions there, which basically means that you won't be able to remove that from the US, I would think, or you'd have to have some bits removed. It says international bidders may not have the lot shipped to them, so bear that in mind if you're looking to bid. They are very strict in the US about that. So we've got a 1951 Martin D8 there and a 1954, so quite a few. D18 here, 1959, 1967 Ovation, 1969 Gibson Heritage, 1969 Gibson LGO. Let's have a quick look at that. Starting bid $600. That's a bit more easy to digest. Quite nice looking guitar. Clean, all mahogany, with a 3-inch back crack. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's have a look. Can we actually see that? It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? I don't know if we can zoom in a bit further and maybe figure out. I mean, it's a fairly simple thing. We can kind of see some issues there, but anyway, if you're interested in any of this stuff, as I always say, you really need to kind of look at it closely and read the condition reports. 1975 Guild G212 there, 1976 Gibson J200, always popular. 1987 Taylor 615 in natural. Interesting 80s Taylor there. 1500 to start. 1988 Taylor 915. 1991 Taylor 712. 1992 Taylor 815. Got a Larive C10 there. Another Taylor. Martin JC40, 1996 McCollum D511, current bids 2,000 on that. Very near new condition boutique acoustic, okay, from the Guitar Shop collection. Interesting Greg Rich limited edition Roy Rogers King of the Cowboys prototype acoustic guitar. Okay, we better look at these because these are doing quite well. 8,000 is the current bid there. Curious, let's see what they say about these. Originally brought to the marketplace by Dream Guitars and Apparel Inc. and introduced in March of 1998 at the Roy Rogers and Dale Evans Museum. Okay, interesting. We won't get into it too deep, but if you are a fan, then this will be of interest to you. Curious looking. 1997 Breed Love C25 prototype. That's interesting. Let's have a quick look at that. That's a curious bridge and headstock there. Wow, nice back. And that must be Koa, I think. Yeah, oh, it did say it is a Koa. Oh, it does say Koa down here. Prototype. Yeah. Essentially a new guitar. That's pretty cool. A really nice back on that. Got a Martin Treble 18 there from 2008. Another Martin D18. Paul Reed Smith 2012. Paul Reed Smith collection. Wow, that's an interesting back. That kind of quilt on that. I was not expecting to see that, I'll be honest. That is interesting. I'm not a fan of the choice of wood for the top, with this kind of, I guess, a mineral, be book matched with like some kind of mineral deposit in it. Not a fan of that personally, but there are some people that do like that kind of stuff. Gibson J35 there, nice 1941 Gibson L50, 1250 to start. 1946 Gibson L7 Sunburst, 2000 to start on that one. 1953 Epiphone Triumph. It's a nice looking guitar. Gibson L4C archtop. 1980 Gretsch Showbro Natural Resonator. Good old National Resonator there. Gretsch in mint green. One of these, it's one of the original 1960 K thin twin natural semi-hollow body guitars. 550 is the current bid. These are kind of funky. 1960 Gibson ES355 and stereo. Let's see what they have to say about this. Some normal checking overall, some minor scuffs, untampered PAF pickups there. Interesting. 1964 Gibson ES330. 2.7 the bid there. That's a nice piece of wood there. It's pretty cool. Let's carry on. 1965 Epiphone Granada. 1971 ES345. 1994 Triggs Uptown Natural Archtop. Starting bids of 4. Okay, from the early days. Beautiful, all original. Beautiful guitar in time capsule condition from nearly 30 years ago, built by one of the great archtop builders. Yeah, nice, really nice looking guitar. I'm not a massive fan of guitars in natural finish, but it is nice. 2003 Rickenbacker 360 Maple Glow there. 2016 Paul Reed Smith single cut hollow body. 1947 Gibson L5 in Sunburst. That is a cool guitar. 1400 current bid. That's nice. P90 pickup is poorly installed. Okay, interesting. 1997 Gibson Super 400. Oh, we've got some bit more metal guitar here. 1987 Charvel Model 6. 1960s Kappa Wildcat Sunburst solid body electric guitar. 1962 Gibson SG Cherry solid body. 15,000 to start. Beautiful time capsule condition Les Paul SG standard. All original with almost no signs of use. Okay. CITES restrictions on that as well. Interesting. So, yeah, it's going to be another difficult one. 1964 Dan Electro guitar there. 1966 Fender Stratocaster. Current bid 4.2. Do check out the link in the description yourself and have a look at this auction in more detail. We're just having a quick peruse. Oh, 1966 Rickenbacker 450. Interesting. Current bid 1,000. I quite like that model. I think that is an interesting model. Oh, and a 60s Hagstrom as well. 1968 Cent Blues. Okay. 600 to start. Original Memphis store-made strings and things Cent Blues Tele guitar. That's quite unusual to see. That is, interesting. 1973 Les Paul Gibson Les Paul Deluxe gold top there. Okay, 2.8. You can see it's kind of going a bit green, isn't it? Considerable checking, some greening to the finish. Yeah, that classic green on the gold. Quite cool though. That's pretty epic. 1976 Fender Music Master, 1976 Gibson SG Standard, 1976 Gibson Les Paul Sunburst. It's interesting. Is that a Carla tremolo, I think? Yeah, Carla. Well, that would be popular for some people. Ooh, yes, 1977 Gibson RD Artist. Now that looks good in natural. That is a beautiful guitar. I am a big fan. Really, really do like the RD. That is pretty cool. Not a Moog labelled circuit board, okay. Yeah, that is a very cool guitar. Current bid 1,350. I would definitely like to own one of those. Very cool. 1979 Gibson EDS 1275, a double neck. 2.3 current bid. That looks pretty well used. Very clean, almost time capsule condition. Rare left-handed. Interesting. Don't know. It looks like it's had a bit of use to me. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the stain. Yeah, it could be actually. Yeah, interesting. Let's see. 1980s Renaissance SPG. That is a bonkers looking thing. Circa 1984 G&L SC2. Okay. I do like some of these G&Ls where this body is a bit teeny tiny. One of these Roland kind of weird synth-y guitar things. G707. Gibson Flying V in red. 1985 Paul Reed Smith Custom. Whale Blue. Almost a kind of classic looking one. This is a curious one though. 1985 Standard Metal Body. Not seen that colour before starting. 15,000. Rare PRS metal finish custom with yellow and orange stripes. Moderately played. CITES on this as well. Interesting. What is on the CITES exactly? That's kind of curious. Strange. Anyway, got to watch out for these CITES. Oh look, there's another one, a different colour. Yeah, the other one I think is a lot nicer, personally. Oh wow, 3. Never seen so many before. 1980s BC Rich and Snakeskin 750 current bid. Circa 1988 ESP Telly, that's curious. Heritage left-handed there. 1989 Fender Strat, another 1989, 1990s Telecaster. It's one of the Bond Electroglides. Wow, current bid 600. Yeah, this was like supposed to be state of the art at the time, but it kind of all just died a death, really, didn't it? Never really worked out too much, too expensive manufacturing costs, and just didn't work out at all. Right, got a Gibson Les Paul there from 1992, left-handed from 1993. Fender Strat, another Fender Strat there. 2000 Gibson Flying V. Ooh, ESP 400 series. Seafoam green, nice colour. That is pretty cool. 2000 Fender Telecaster in blonde, Epiphone double neck there. Nice. 2002 Dean MLBB Blue Lightning. Starting bid 750 on that. 2002 Gibson Les Paul Sunburst on left-handed. 2010 R8 right-handed. 2010 Rabeck Amber solid body electric guitar. And 2014 TA Electric Gypsy Scallywag. Okay, no idea what the hell's going on with that. Looks a bit like the kind of Zamatis X kind of thing. Yep, never heard of them before, I must be honest. 2018 Fender Telecaster left-handed Supro Coronado. 1962 2011 Fender Thinline. 1974 Fender Jazz Bass 75 Precision Bass. Rickenbacker 4001 Maple Glow. Ooh, Travis Bean, nice. 1977 Travis Bean TB2000, 2002 the current bid. Surely that's going to go pretty high. Very clean. £10.6. That's actually not too bad for a Travis Bean. Yeah, that's cool. It's a nice guitar. 1978 Fender Precision. 1980s Villette Citron fretless bass guitar there. 1980s Fender Precision. We've got a Kramer with an aluminium neck as well. Got a Kramer DMZ 5000, 750 to start. Yeah, these are cool. Maybe not quite as cool as the Travis Bean, but pretty good. Right. Circa 1989 Kubicki Factor metallic grey bass guitar. It's pretty funky. Current bid's 1,000. ESP 1990s ESP 400 series bass. One of these frying pan Rickenbacker frying pans. Lap steel 775. Current bid. Yeah, these are cool. Serial number 001, possibly the first one. Right, interesting. Another Rickenbacker double lap steel. A couple of lap steels here. Fender Champ Rickenbacker, Fender String Master. I don't really know a whole lot about some of these. This circa 1963 Rickenbacker Model B Black lap steel. I've seen a few of these before. 975 current bid. National Triple Neck Hawaiian. Got a banjo there. Pete Seeger. Natural banjo. Few amps here. Mesa Boogie Fillmore. Silvertone High Watt. Mesa Boogie again. Fender Showman. Fender Bassman. Fender Super Reverb. Fender Twin Reverb. Friedman there. Jerry Cantrell signature model. Oh, one of these Kemper profiling things. Circa 1963 Fender Showman blonde guitar amplifier. Engel Iron Ball there. Fender Showman. Fender Bassman Bandmaster. Ampeg there. Some effects pedals. Okay, Lewis Electric guitar amplifier. Not don't know this make, I'll be honest. Looks cool, nice colour. 1956 to 58 Fender Tremolo Tweed guitar amplifier. That's nice. Nice shot of the back there. Recovered circa 1956 amp. It's had some other work done to it. Interesting, a flute. Pretty random auction. A few more guitars. Alright, I think we're still on the other auction, but this is later stuff. Kiss Gene Simmons stage played and signed Punisher electric bass guitar. Okay, so 12,500 bid on that. Stevie Ray Vaughan played circa 1960-1961 Rickenbacker 450. This is clearly gonna go pretty big on that money, isn't it? So Steve Miller's 1976 Ibanez Artist Natural, 3-2 on that. These are great guitars anyway, really cool. Man-O-War, interesting. Carl Logan's Ibanez DT 500. Stevie Ray Vaughan's signed 1983 Fender. Yeah, that'll obviously do well, anything kind of Stevie Ray Vaughan related. Johnny Winter's 1988 Early Wine Laser white solid body guitar. Interesting. Greg Allman stage played and signed 1989 Gibson Les Paul Custom. Current bid 20. Yeah, I mean that's a good guitar anyway, without the provenance on that. Hubert Sumlin's multi-artist signed 2002 Gibson Les Paul Amber, starting bids of 5. Okay, Eric Clapton signed 2015 Fender Strat. No bids on that so far. Multi-artist signed Gretsch Electromatic. And B.B. King signed 2001 Lucille. These are cool looking guitars, these ones. Right, B.B. King signed 2003 Gibson ES345. 1963 Martin D28 Natural. Claude King signed and owned Squire by Fender Acoustic Electric. Miranda Alcott's 1968 Fender Telecaster Bass Blonde. Okay. Chris Hillman's 2012 Lakeland P Bass. Okay. Chris Hillman's circa 2010 Mandolin. More Chris Hillman stuff here. Lion and Healy Mandolin. The Birds, the Desert Rose Band, Flying Burrito Brothers, Chris Hillman's Big Fella, Martin J12. Okay, let's have a look at that. We won't get into all of the details on that, but you can have a look at it yourself. It's a good old L6S, which I also think is an awesome guitar. Looks like these pickups have been changed, I presume. Highly altered Gibson L6S, missing the neck pickup and baritone. Bridge pickup is non-original. Yeah. Unknown maker. Strong mouldy smell that should come out. Excellent. You've sold it to me. Sounds good. Book me in. 1999 Gibson Martin D15. Circa 1960 Del Vecchio Natural Resonator. Got some more pedal stuff here. Nice Dobro resonator there. Complete S61 keyboard. Some effects pedals and stuff that we won't get into too much. 1964 Silvertone. 1990s Effector guitar. I think we're into the... Oh, maybe not. I thought we were into lower budget stuff now, but maybe not. Gibson SG Cherry. 2010 ESP. Jackson Pro Series from 2022. Oscar Schmidt. Let's have a look at this Sherwood Blonde 1950s Archtop. I like these. I think they're pretty cool. $64 current bid. Excellent. I think this is great. I think this is a really cool looking guitar, to be honest. Wonder how it sounds. Okay, so a couple more lap steel things. 1939 tenor resonator. Okay, those can't be too common, surely. Tenor resonators. Yeah, interesting. A Spectre 5-string bass, Hagstrom 8-string Sunburst electric. That's a bit of an oddity as well. Cleaning original, like Hendrix used. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I think we've went back too far. Crossed the bridge too far. Ovation there, 1920s banjo, another lap steel, a few more amps, using Kettner, Fender, or Fender stuff, nothing super interesting there. 1970s Ampeg though, that's pretty cool. Let's see what else. Oh, Sun Coliseum Black Slave Head, that could be interesting. Wonder what these kind of things go for. Interesting. Rare Sun Coliseum slave head. Some scuffs and scrapes to the Tollox. Should be cleaned and serviced by a qualified tech. Not tested. Sold as is. No case. Yeah, that is interesting amp there. 1 volt. I'd expect that would sell. I think anything Sun related other than the guitars, which are pretty awful, but the amps I think would do pretty well. Let's have a look at this. Circa 1970s, 1980s Sun concert bass. Starting bids $1. Yeah, very interesting. 1963 Fender Showman cabinet there. Super reverb. Right now we are getting, I think, pretty close to the next part of the auction. Let's just have a look at this Garth Brooks signed Epiphone acoustic, 600 bid. Yeah, I think now when we get in here, lot 2, now we're into the Eric Clapton charity thing. So let's see what we've got here. Eric Clapton signed Fender Stratocaster Crash prototype. Okay, there he is signing it. Inspired by the Crash artwork of the 2023 Crossroads Crash Stratocaster. Guitar was built and painted by Fender at their Corona, USA factory and is the prototype for the production of the Eric Clapton Crash Stratocaster, a limited edition of 60 guitars. Okay, well, current bid 16.5 on that, so it's pretty substantial. Remember, all of this stuff is for charity. Crossroad artist signed Martin LX1 Natural, so whole load of people signing that. See what else we got here. Eric Clapton's concert signed 2007 Fender Crossroads Antigua Stratocaster. So I presume signed by everyone that was around. Yeah, there's a massive list of people there. I won't get into that. Ernie Ball, Music Man, Albert Lee signature. Great looking guitar. Quite a futuristic looking thing. I think these are pretty cool. Donated by Albert Lee to raise money for the Crossroads Centre in Antigua. So there you go, beautiful neck on that. So hopefully that will do well. It's a really nice looking guitar. Christone Kingfish Ingram signed 2023 Fender Telecaster Deluxe. Nice purple. A few other bits here, but we won't get into that. Looks like a Steve Vai thing here. Steve Vai signed Ibanez Gem 7 VP in white, so that's surely going to be popular. Another thing for the charity. Twice signed. There you go. All profits go to the Crossroads Centre at Antigua. Let's go on to the last page and see what we've got. The Angelico Deluxe Brighton Eric Krasno signature. Never seen this model before. That's kind of interesting. I didn't even know that they did solid bodies, so that's a new one on me. Current bids 500. Paul Reed Smith, John McLaughlin Limited, signed Charcoal Phoenix solid body. Okay. 4-3. Sheryl Crow, signed 2023 Fender Telecaster. And you've got Eric Clapton 2023 Custom Shop. Okay, metallic blue. Wow, 41,000 on that. That is something. Let's read into this. Built by Todd Krause, stage played, owned and signed by Eric Clapton at the 2023 Crossroads Guitar Festival. So you're getting like a master built instrument there, signed and played by Eric Clapton. This owned and stage played Fender Stratocaster was donated by Eric Clapton, was used on stage at the 2023 Crossroads Guitar Festival in Los Angeles. There you go. Signed by him as well. Interesting. Yeah, 41,000. Well, that's good for a good cause. Right, Paul Stanley signed 2021 Ibanez PS 120. 2019 Gibson Flower Power Master Artisan Collection. 4,100 on that. Expertly handcrafted by the Gibson Custom Shop. Richie Heinrichsen. Okay, there we go. Vince Gill signed and inscribed 2023 Martin LX1. Another Eric Clapton stage played 2019 Fender Crash. This one in 2019. Wow, 41,000 on this one. That is pretty extreme. Nice looking guitar though. Owned and played by Slow Hand during the 2019 Crossroads Guitar Festival. One of one Fender Custom Shop Stratocaster was hand painted by John Crash Matos and built by renowned custom luthier Todd Krause. There you go, there's a few other information as well, so once again another high end thing. Don Felder signed 2023 Gibson guitar there. And let's see. Nathan East signed and inscribed Yamaha BNE2 bass. Few more instruments left. Brian Setzer signed and inscribed 2023 Gretsch G6120 hollow body there. 2,200 on that. Molly Tuttle and Sierra Hull signed Mitchell Sunburst mandolin. Let's see what else we got here. Alexander Dumble's personal 2000 Fender Telecaster. Okay, interesting. Donated from the Dumble estate. I was going to say this must be the amp builder. That's like kind of bizarre though. I mean, I guess that's interesting to have the guitar, but you would have thought an amp might have been a bit more appropriate. But anyway, Eric Clapton signed 2023 Martin LX1. There's a lot of these going around. They must have donated a few. Joe Bonamassa signed and played BB King Gibson live at the Regal. 2,100 on that. Picked out by Joe Bonamassa and donated by Guitar Center in Joe Bonamassa's name. Okay, interesting. 2022 Gibson 70th anniversary Les Paul Custom in black once again, signed by everyone under the sun. Under there, 3-2 on that. And Gary Clark Jr. played and signed 1965 Gibson SG Special. Nice. I really like that model with that kind of vibrato. It's really interesting. Yeah, very cool. Carlos Santana signed 2019 Paul Reed Smith Abraxas SE, the cheaper range. John Mayer signed Paul Reed Smith Silver Sky signature. 3,100 on that. Let's see, another BB King signed Epiphone Lucille there. Few more guitars. Wyatt Ellis signed 2023 Epiphone. Grace Bowers signed 2023 Epiphone SG. And the last few here. Jimmy Vaughan signed 2018 Fender Jimmy Vaughan Stratocaster in gold. And tribute to Jeff Beck signed Fender Jeff Beck signature. Model there, 2.5. Held at the Royal Albert Hall, tribute to Jeff Beck concert was held on May 22nd to 23rd, 2023. Put on by Eric Clapton and Sandra Beck. Yeah, a whole load of top tier people there. So we've got the Jeff Beck. That is the last lot in this auction. This thing I think is something else from a previous auction, so we'll ignore that. But yeah, there you have it. That is the auction of heritage, or 2 auctions of heritage auctions. I'll put a link in the description. Check it out, see what you think. I think there's some pretty cool stuff. It's fairly interesting auction for sure. If you've got any comments, any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.